static filling up the room, crackling soft beneath the rising moon. The radio dial won't quite decide, caught between two stations side by side. I sit here in the glow of half-tune sound, letting all my thoughts come loose, unwound. Every frequency a fragment of a year, every crackle bringing something old and near. I keep my hand against the warming dial, searching for a signal for a while. Maybe static's just an honest noise, maybe crackling drowns out other voice. Maybe every flickering, fading choice is just the sound of finally having poise. And the static fill the room tonight, crackling soft beneath the fading light. I'm not lost between the dial and the door, I'm just listening for something more. Amber static, hum and glow. This is all the sound I need to know. There's a chair that's holding all my weight, there's a window letting in the lake. Evening traffic humming down below, mixing with the static, soft and slow. I keep drifting through the amber haze, counting all my unremembered days. Every station tells a different kind of truth, every crackle carries back my youth. If the signal never comes in clear, if I'm caught between the far and near, let the static hold me soft and slow. Let it be the only glow I know. Amber static, hum and glow. This is all the sound I need to know. Amber static, filling the room. Amber static beneath the moon. The copper nightfall settles on the avenue, street lamps burning low like something overdue. I walk past windows full of amber light, counting all the versions of myself tonight. The city hums a language I still half recall, every echo answering some older call. I keep my collar up against the cooling air, carrying the weight of everywhere I've ever been. Every door I opened, every door I didn't dare, folded in my pockets like a secret sin. The pavement holds the warmth of daylight fading slow. I'm walking through the only truth I know. Maybe copper means it's almost done, maybe nightfall means I've somewhere still to run. Maybe every ending starts as one, a quiet color underneath the sun. Copper cup of nightfall. Hold the avenue. I'm still standing here because of you. Every window burning low and true. Cup of nightfall, carry me on through. I'm not lost, I'm just passing through. Cup of nightfall, deep and slow and blue. There's a woman closing up her flower stand, folding petals gently with a steady hand. There's a man who's counting coins beneath the light, counting out the hours of another quiet night. I keep walking, keep collecting what I see, building up a city out of memory. Every corner holds a version of a year. Every street lamp holds a version of a fear. I keep walking slower than I need to go, letting cup of nightfall settle, letting go. If the city keeps its secrets low, if the copper never lets me go, let me carry every street I've known. Let me carry them until I'm home. Cup of nightfall, carry me on through. I'm not lost, I'm just passing through. Cup of nightfall, deep and slow and blue. Soft across the closing door, I can hear the evening falling like it's fallen once before. Everything is winding slower, colors dimming, warm and low. I keep humming softly closer to the quiet afterglow. Maybe endings echo light, maybe dust just holds it right. Maybe every fading light just softens into gentle night. Dusk light echo carry through every soft thing that we knew. I'm not leaving, I'm just still fading soft against the hill. Dusk light echo, warm and slow. This is all I need to know. Someone's turning off the counter, someone's closing up the door. I keep half here, half departed, lingering a little more. If the dusk is all I keep, if the echo starts to sleep, let it hold the day I knew, soft and warm and dusk light blue. Dusk light echo, warm and slow. This is all I need to know. close to settling, soft on harbor light. Boats are rocking gently through the night. I stand here at the edge of everything I've done, watching all the water catch the setting sun. The salt is thick and honest on the air, carrying the weight of everywhere. I keep my hands against the weathered rail, listening to every passing sail. Somewhere out beyond this harbor's edge, somewhere past the water and the ledge, is everything I've carried, everything I've known, folded into salt and dust and stone. Maybe dust is how the harbor keeps every promise, every debt, every sleep. Maybe every light that softly seeps is just the water learning how to weep. Dust and harbor light, hold the tide, carry everything I've tried to hide. I'm not leaving, I'm just standing still, watching every boat against the hill. Dust and harbor light, deep and slow. This is all the peace I need to know. There's a rope that's coiled against the dock. There's a gull that's settled on a rock. I keep watching water turn to gold, listening to every story told. Somewhere out beyond the furthest light, somewhere past the reaching of the night, is a version of the man I hope to be, standing quiet, standing by the sea. If the harbor holds me here for good, if I stay exactly where I stood, let the dust and light hold what remains, let them carry all my quiet pains. Dust and harbor light, deep and slow. This is all the peace I need to know. Dust and harbor light, holding still. Dust and harbor light, always will. The fading neon hour pleasing to the street, colors softening beneath my feet. I walk beneath a sign that's lost a letter, lights but keeps its sound. Traffic humming steady all around. I keep my thoughts as loose as falling rain, letting every color wash away the pain. Every window holds a version of a face. Every corner holds a fading trace. Maybe fading neon still burns true. Maybe half a sign still gets me through. Maybe every color bleeding blue is just a city learning something new. Fading neon hour, hold the street. Colors bleeding soft beneath my feet. I'm not fading, I'm just standing still, watching every window on the hill. Fading neon hour, deep and slow. This is all the light I need to know. There's a taxi idling by the curb. There's a silence that the city can't disturb. I keep walking through the amber rain, letting every color ease the strain. Somewhere down the street a song is playing. Somewhere in this hour I am staying. I keep my collar high against the cold, letting every faded story still be told. If the neon never learns to shine, if it fades along this quiet line, let it hold the colors that remain. Let it soften every kind of pain. Faded neon hour, deep and slow. This is all the light I need to know. Faded neon hour, bleeding through. Faded neon hour, me and you. There's a feather frequency floating, light as breath above the ground. I can hear it softly quoting something close to weightless sound. Everything is thin and drifting, nothing heavy, nothing bound. I keep watching softly lifting with the quiet all around. Maybe light is all it needs. Maybe drifting plants the seeds. Maybe every weightless deed just dissolves the way it leads. Feather frequency carry me, light above the gravity. I'm not falling, I'm just free, floating soft in harmony. Feather frequency, soft and slow. This is all I need to know. I keep half aware, half wary of the weightlessness within. If the feather starts to fall, if the lightness leaves it all, let me keep this soft frequency, drifting light and floating free. Feather frequency, soft and slow. This is all I need to know. Feather frequency, floating free. Feather frequency, carry me. The hollow street light flickers overhead, casting shapes of everything unsaid. I stand beneath it longer than I should, counting all the reasons that I could. The corner's empty, safe for me in shade, holding all the choices that I made. I keep my breath steady as the light, flickering uncertain through the night. Every shadow holds a piece of what I lost. Every flicker measures out the cost. Maybe hollow light still finds a way. Maybe flickering has more to say. Maybe every shadow, every sway is just a quiet kind of yesterday. Hollow street light, hold this empty ground, flickering without a single sound. I'm not fading, I'm just standing still, learning how the quiet learns to spill. Hollow street light, deep and low. This is all the light I need to know. There's a bench that's holding on to rust. There's a sidewalk gathering the dust. I keep standing longer than I planned, holding on to shadows with my hand. Somewhere down the street, the door is closed. Somewhere in this hour, I've composed every reason I keep standing here. Every flicker holding back the fear. If the light goes hollow, goes to black, if I never learn the way back, let it flicker soft above my head. Let it hold the things I've never said. Hollow street light, deep and low. This is all the light I need to know. Hollow street light, flickering slow. Hollow street Headlights carve a low and steady line, the highway stretching out through fading pine. I keep the window cracked to feel the cold, letting go of everything I've ever told. The radio hums a low and steady beat, matching every rhythm underneath my feet. I drive through towns that flicker, then are gone, carrying this ember burning slow and long. Every mile another version of a name, every curve another chance to feel the same. Maybe driving's how the ember stays, maybe motion clears away the haze, maybe every long forgotten phase just burns a little brighter on these days. Low ember drive, carry me along underneath this slow and steady song. I'm not running, I'm just moving through, chasing every mile that leads to you. Low ember drive, deep and warm and slow. This is all the road I need to know. There's a diner blowing at the edge of town. There's a neon sign that's slowly burning down. I keep passing shadows, passing light, counting every mile marker through the night. Somewhere back behind me is a life I knew, somewhere up ahead is something new. I keep the ember steady, keep it low, letting this old highway learn to glow. If the road goes on forevermore, if I never reach another door, let this ember carry what I own, let it burn until I make it home. Low ember drive, deep and warm and slow. This is all the road I need to know. Carrying me on, drive, till the night is gone. I keep a midnight ledger in my mind, counting every debt I've left behind, every name I owe, word I never said, every silence sitting heavy in my head. I balance out the columns line by line, weighing every choice against the time. The numbers never quite add up to whole, carrying the deficit inside my soul. Somewhere in the margins I've written down every version of myself I've ever drowned. Maybe ledgers never balance clean, maybe every debt's a in-between, maybe every column that I've seen just measures out the man I might have been. Midnight ledger, hold the weight I owe, every debt I've carried, There's a page that's folded at the seam. There's a number I revisit in a dream. I keep writing longer than I should, adding up the bad against the good. Somewhere in these figures is a name. Somewhere in this counting is the blame. I keep the ledger open through the dark, looking for a way to make my mark. If the numbers never come out clean, if I'm caught inside this in-between, let me close the ledger, let it rest, let it hold the man I did my best. Midnight ledger, deep and low. This is all the truth I need to know. Midnight ledger, closing slow. Midnight ledger, letting go. There's a quiet combustion underneath my skin. Something slow that's always burning, always been. I keep it low, I keep it out of sight, letting it simmer through the ordinary night. The kettle whistles somewhere down the hall, matching every heartbeat, every call. I keep my hands around the fading heat, feeling every pulse beneath my feet. Somewhere in this quiet is a fire held tight. Somewhere in the stillness is my only light. Maybe quiet holds the hardest flame. Maybe silence isn't quite the same as calm. It's just a fire with no name, burning slow beneath a steady frame. Quiet combustion, hold me still, burning soft against my will. I'm not cooling, I'm just low, letting every ember learn to glow. Quiet combustion, deep and slow. This is all the heat I need to know. There's a window fogging from the steam. There's a silence holding back a scream. I keep breathing steady, keep it low, letting every quiet combustion grow. Somewhere in my chest a fire waits. Somewhere in my hands a fire creates. I keep it contained, I keep it warm, letting quiet be my only form. If this fire never learns to show, if it stays this steady, stays this slow, let it burn beneath the calm I wear. Let it be the warmth that I can bear. Quiet combustion, deep and slow. This is all the heat I need to know. moves like slow marble tonight, cool and smooth beneath the fading light. I trace the lines along the empty hall, listening for footsteps, for a voice, for a call. The building settles into its own quiet skin, every hallway holding what has always been. I keep my hands against the polished stone, feeling how the silence learns to breathe alone. Every echo soft and rounded, worn away, like the marbles holding on to yesterday. Maybe slow is how the truth arrives. Maybe marble keeps what still survives. Maybe every polished, patient line is just a way of holding on to time. Slow marble, hold the hallway still, cool beneath my hand against the chill. I'm not rushing, I'm just standing here, learning how the silence disappears. Slow marble, smooth and deep and low. This is all the truth I need to know. There's a light that flickers near the door. There's an echo I've heard here before. Someone left their footsteps in the dust. Someone left a promise turned to rust. I keep walking slower through the hall, listening for nothing, listening for all. Every corner holds a weight I carry still. Every silence teaches me to be still. If the marble never learns to crack, if I never find my way back, let it hold me smooth and cool and slow. Let it be the only thing I know. Slow marble, smooth and deep and low. This is all the truth I need to know. Slow marble, holding still. Slow marble, always will. The back road curves through fields of fading gold. The evening settling soft the way it always told. I know these turns like lines upon my hand. Every bend a story I still understand. The velvet dark is pulling gently at the edge, softening the fence line, softening the hedge. I keep the engine low, I keep it slow, letting every mile teach me what I know. Somewhere out beyond these fields is everything I lost. Somewhere in this quiet is worth every cost. Maybe velvet roads don't need an end. Maybe every curve's a kind of friend. Maybe every mile I choose to spend is just a way of learning how to bend. Velvet back road, hold the fading gold. Carry every story I've been told. I'm not lost, I'm just here rolling slow. Velvet back road, this is all I know. There's a barn that's leaning toward the west. There's a field that's finally found its rest. I keep driving slower than I need, letting every quiet moment lead. Somewhere far behind me is a